You're still angry, aren't you?
Hey, yo! This for every retail soldier that never folded. Turn me up! They They laughed in our face when we bought a dip. Now the same hedge funds calling, trying to get a grip. Float on lockdown, borrow rate on fire. Every share we own just turned into barbed wire. I just sit back cool while the ticker go dumb. Shorts covering fast, that's the sound of us winning, son. Try to keep us broke, try to keep us quiet. Now the whole world watching retail rewrite it. Yeah, run it up, like the flow, we the kings now, Diamond hands just took the throne. We came from the base, now the crown on our head. Took back every dollar they swore we never get. 100% in a day, that's the power of the set. This is retail forever, put respect on the name. No mercy, when the people ignite. No mercy, when the moon in our sight. From the trenches to the top, been one legendary night. Diamond hands, we the ones who changed the fight. Broker on the phone, begging for a break. I just hit refresh, watch another million get made. Gamma squeeze, hitting dealers lose control. Every contract closing, turning red into gold. They banned a button once, thought we fade away. Now we on the whole float, that debt finally paid. This the leader speaking to every soldier still in. Today we proved the world wrong and made history win. Oh, run it up, like the flow, we the kings now, Diamond hands just took the throne. We came from the basement, now the crown on our head. Took back every dollar they swore we never get. 100% in a day, that's the power of the set. This is retail forever, put respect on the name. No mercy, when the people ignite. No mercy, when the moon in our sight. From the trenches to the top, been one legendary night. Diamond hands, we the ones who changed the fight. Who run the game? We do. Who changed the rules? We do. Who never sold? We never sold. Retail kings forever. We came from the basement, now the crown on our head. Took back every dollar they swore we never get. 100% a day, that's the power of the set. This is retail forever, put respect on the name. No mercy, when the people ignite. No mercy, when the moon in our sight. From the trenches to the top, in one legendary night. Diamond hands, we the ones who changed the fight. Your leader just spoke. Position closed at the absolute top. Tell Wall Street the new owner's here, and we ain't leaving. Diamond hands run the game now. Stepping heavy, make the floor shake. Turn it up louder, louder, hey.
She's the queen of the loud, take the club by storm. Lights go.
Yeah. I've been waiting 10 years for this exact bar. Let's see. Studied the tape till my eyes went red. Every loser taught me, every win kept me fed.
Alright guys, we are about to start.
Like scripture, volume dried up, then boom, liquidity mixture. Hand didn't shake when I smashed the buy. Size looking stupid, but the chart don't lie. First 5 minutes, wild stop 100 twice. Still sitting calm, I already paid that price. I feel it building, pressure in my chest. Wick try to take me, I ain't leaving yet. Green candle stacking like bricks on a house. Every tick up, feel like God in the clouds. I'm collecting rips, 10 years of pain, turn to money that drips. I'm collecting rips. Today the market finally paying my debts. Yeah, phone blowing up, bro. bro, you still in that shit. I just smile, they don't know what discipline is. Price rips through resistance like it's made of glass. Every short covering, every stop getting smashed. Sweat on the keyboard, grin on my face. This the exact moment I dreamed in that place. From blowing accounts to blowing past targets. Today I'm the reason the leaderboard sparkles. I feel it building, pressure in my chest. Wick try to take me, I ain't leaving yet. Green candles stacking like bricks on
All right, and we are back.
in the clouds. I'm
Let me get this stopped. All right. Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy hump day. Are you guys ready for the game today? Let's see where we're holding. All right. We have our king of the month, Feral, with 600 hours. Are you able to beat him? Let's see. Join us and let's see if you can do more than that. Now, let's vote the day that you want to trade. Give me in the next last month one day that you would like to play the game today. We are doing that as always on purpose, so we so you guys know that I'm not I don't know anything what is coming up. You guys are choosing the date and we're gonna go one by one. Let's see, we have dates. We have December 3. Perfect. Last week. Let me set that up. At 9:40 as always, 10 minutes after the market opened. Perfect. All right, guys, let's see. You see my screen. I want to do one extra thing and then I am good. All right. Let's see. Just a little bit before we get started, we have the extreme push down into this area and then the overnight exhausted here, market opened here, and for now we are not capable of going anywhere. Okay, let's see the 3 minutes for just to understand a little bit the market, because I don't think this gives us enough information. Let's see, where are you? 3 minutes right here. Let's see. Oh, that's what we are missing. All right, so we have a support here, we have an old resistance there, and now we are seeing that we are in that huge trading range. All right, where we pushed above, buying climax, secondary automatic reaction and secondary test was here, a tiny one. Then we moved into this upthrust and then we changed the behavior much more than this one. All right, guys, now here we tried to go up again. This looks very similar to this one, and we exhausted. This was 1202. Same thing here, and then we have this big push down. Here is where we're gonna have to decide, is this gonna be a change of behavior and pushing down, or is this gonna be just the second point of fear? All right, okay, let's go back to 3. There you are. And let me clean everything. Let me get my chart up. 1 minute. Perfect. All right, guys. Are we ready? I see my team is there. All right, guys, let's get started. Are we going up or are we going down from here? This is the first bar. Take it easy and get started. Crypto, welcome. Join us, play the game. Let's see if you are able to beat our king of the month. All right, tell us, we going up or down from here? Bar by bar. Oh, 20 seconds. All right, 20 seconds is open. And vote, we going up, we going down. Remember, you can buy or sell up to 5 contracts maximum. Meanwhile, let's see, we have a stopping action here, a tiny resistance there. Okay, and the game begins. We have down, up, and down. Oh, and down, so almost everybody goes down. Okay, let's see. The big picture, we have a down push, very aggressive. Then this tiny resistance trading range that pushes above into this close, previous close of the previous day. And then we have tinier here, we have open of the market right here. These two volumes that were able to go above pretty good. And then immediately no follow through and pushed down into the resistance. Then we are retesting with those two right here. This one has a little bit more volume, but it's a little bit weaker. And this one has a little bit exhaustion. And now we are seeing that overall we are exhausting both. So like right here we have both sellers and buyers exhausted. All right, you guys voted. Am I voting here yet? Am I? The one thing that I forgot to say is this volume versus this volume and this volume. This is the same as this other one. So now if this is the same as the other one, we may retest up like at least one more time this way. If we are weaker than that, we will just push through, break this support and go into the open of the market. All right, guys, let's see. Let me have my vote as well. Up. We're going into the next bar. Boom. Up. Nice. All right. Now, at this bar, we are seeing these 3 bars. All right. And this volume, and I believe this one. All right. So what do we see? An increase of supply into the last bar. But is it enough? Or are we pushing above? 20 seconds. Let's get this started. 20 seconds, guys. We buy, sell. We going up or down? Now, this is here, and this was a weakness. So we should see something else there. All right, so we have up, 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 up. Wow, everyone goes up. Oh, and Simply Tasty goes down. Okay. Let's see. So I was looking meanwhile the 20 seconds that this is actually weaker than this. We have some supply increased into this bar, hidden supply into the green bar. And the next bar should be something like this, but because this is weaker at these highs, we may get a smaller than this, maybe something like this, or maybe a direct red. Which one is gonna be? Let's see. Let's move on with the next bar and see. Interesting. All right. So we did go up on higher volume. We are comparing to this other volume next to it. And then we are looking at this one that we were here. And it is a little bit worse, right? I'm talking about the tail basically, but not by a lot. Where are we going from here? Are we still going up? Are we reversing? 20 seconds. The vote is open. let's see those votes. Supply is higher. Very interesting. Let's see, we have again down, Simply Tasty, and everyone else up. Interesting. Interesting, guys, because so we are increasing supply here. This bar is weaker than this other one, but this is a higher volume. Now, you guys may be correct, and actually this to still go up by a tiny bit as exhaustion into these highs, right? We are into this area. We could exhaust first and then push down, or a direct test down. Now, the one thing that we have to remember is that there was 1, 2 bars and 1, 2 bars and then red. If we are still following the same structure, we should go down directly, right? Now, what I've seen through experience is that if we are not following the structure, that means that we are gaining momentum towards the opposite side. That means that less sellers are here and we can move up. It is possible because this was weaker than this, so let's see. I will still look into going down first, and that will be my vote. But let's see. Down. Beautiful. All right. Now we have, excuse me, we have this bar, and we are comparing to these two because they are at the same level. All right here. And we see what? We also see this one with this one on each volume. All right. So, we going up or we going down? 20 seconds. Let's vote. Okay, we have up, down, up, up, down. So very mixed. Okay, let's see. The first things were this and this. Immediate. This was an ease of movement, right? But then no follow through and we pushed against. So canceling this ease of movement. Perfect. Now we pushed above, and because we were capable of pushing above here, supply here kind of exhausted. Now, if the supply exhausted and we were looking for that demand to come in, it didn't really show up. So in other words, we are exhausting both supply and demand at the same time, temporary. Now, this bar is much bigger than this other one next to it and halfway volume. So locally, this is an ease of movement. So I would say that if we're comparing to this next one, should be a bar like this, but weaker. And if we're comparing to this other one, we should expect something like this. I don't think we can expect something like this yet, but something like this weaker. So on red, yes. Now, remember guys, I have a hard time to keep up with my votes and my buying and selling, but please feel ready to buy and sell when you guys feel that is the time. Okay, let's see. We said that we are voting down. Here we go, and we go in next bar. Boom. So I guess not. All right, so we improved demand over this one, and we said that we are exhausting both supply and demand right here. One thing that we have to keep in mind that we are exhausting demand, we are not able to go up. Okay, we are exhausting supply. If supply is not here, demand could show up. And that's what happened in this case right here. This is better than expected. And now we have to ask ourselves why and for how long. Let's see. Actually, I'm going to give you the 20 seconds and just then we will go a little bit deeper. All right, guys? 20 seconds. Vote. We are going up. We're going down. Entry point or not. Let's see. Meanwhile, we are doing this. And by the way, for the TikTok guys, join us on YouTube, play the game, learn trading, deep analysis into the bar by bar. Join us and yeah, play the game. Let's see what we have. We have down, down, and up, up, up. All right. So right in the middle, I would say. Martin says up. Yes, okay. Let's see. That's an interesting point right there because yes, we're exhausting the supply. We are reaching this selling zone from here, right? This is pretty good. And then there was not enough supply in here to push lower. We actually holded this. But the problem is that we are also still holding this demand. So at this point, this is not a good bar. Look at this. This and this and this and again this one. We are seeing how demand exhausted, right? Little by little. Now, is it exhausted to test the sellers or we're pushing up? As of right now, we are still testing sellers. Let's see, can we push through that resistance support or not? Let's go down. Nice. And again, why down? Because we were testing the supply right here on this one on very low demand. All right. And actually, I did not even see it, but we did not go anywhere to the previous highs. All right. You guys ready to vote? We're going up or we're going down? Let me start this. 20 seconds. And we are going up, up, up. We got 4 ups and 2 downs. All right. Interesting. Let's see. Let's see what we see out of this one. This is a better bar. We are into this area. Keep in mind, we did not break through. Okay. But if we are comparing this to this feels a little bit better, does it? With a little bit lower volume. Okay. Then this also feels a little bit better than this one. And now if we're moving into the other ones, this one and this one, doesn't feel better than this one. Volume is much higher. Let's see, because volume is much higher, I would say twice the volume and twice the bar. So I would say that's 50-50 similar bar. The only one thing that we are seeing is still some demand left in there, right here. Let me see what I'm looking into entering one test, but I'm not sure if it's there yet. I will wait for a couple more bars. I hope it's not gonna go without me. What I would say for now, it could still be up, just for the. Okay, just for the retesting, or it could just break through explosive down. All right, let's see. Wow. Okay. That actually says something to us. That's an interesting bar. we come up, probably similar to this, right? And then sellers are coming in here. Now, we still don't break through, but does it say something to you guys? Let's see. 20 seconds. Vote. Are we buying? We selling? We going up or we going down? Okay, let's see. We have a lot of downs and a couple of ups. Okay. See, I would say that we should compare this one. We don't have anything to compare too much. Probably with this one. And of course this one to this one. Now we don't reach the lows, and that's the scary part for me because I entered 2 shorts. But the man that tried to come in was completely eliminated. So if we're comparing the green ones, this as a green and these two, this was stronger, then weaker, and then weaker. And then we should push down. Am I right? I don't know. Let's see. Let me put the vote. And let's go. You guys have the votes. Here we go. No. We are stopping there. Interesting. We have this push down, this push down, this push down that is longer, but we're still stopping at this area. That's interesting. Look at the volume as well, and then vote. Are we going up or we going down? All right, guys. Votes in, and let's see what you guys come up with. 20 seconds. Okay, let's see what you guys did. So up, down, down, up. And before we move any further, let's see how are we doing today. Okay, so we have Elvina with 71% prediction rate today. Beautiful. Beautiful. Still $0, so you did not enter any trades yet. Then we have Martin, 57% prediction rate. Really nice. Simply Tasty, you staying behind today? Don't worry. There are days and days. I'm also at 40%, so there are days and days. All right, guys, let's I think we need to move to the next bar, right? Okay. I did sell 2 more because we did not reach anywhere. So this was a little bit better, pretty much the same volume, but immediately pushed down. Did not push down so strong, but my point is that if we have this as a trading range towards down, I will see a little bit of weakness. Now, to see a little bit bigger picture, we have this as a push down pretty aggressive, this as a push down less aggressive, but still not bad. And then we have this one that feels a little bit less aggressive again. Why? Because the push up was higher. Then we had this one, and then the exhaustion in my opinion, this is the exhaustion of the demand before pushing down. But am I wrong? Hopefully not, because I'm 4 contracts in. Let's see, guys. Here we go. Oh, nice. Okay, so as what I was saying, let me move the screen towards there. As I was saying, this for me was the exhaustion of these tests, right? Boom, boom. Okay. Now, where are we? We are pretty close, right there-ish. Okay. That bar, volume, pretty equal to this one and to the next one right here. And the bar itself, what does it say to you? No tail. Guys, ready? Let's see, 20 seconds. Are we going up or are we going down? All right, we have down, down, up, down. Interesting. All right, so most of you are going down. Okay, and I see it. So we are, again, in this area. Now, the only big problem that we may have here is this impulse, well, these 2 impulses, right? That's the only problem as the next bar by bar. Now, this personal bar, I really like it because, again, has no tail. But we're also looking at this one. Doesn't have a tail either. Now, another thing is that there is much more volume here. Probably almost 100% more volume than this one. Well, this one than this other one. Okay. Where am I going from here? This is a very tough one because you are right at support. You could turn around, at least for a test, or actually this could be an exhaustion, right? And just push actually something stronger. I don't really see it because I looked into this volume. So let's see. Hard to say on this one. I'm 50-50 on this one. Let's see where we're going. Why the host is off. There you go. Let's move on. Still down. Still down, and we are looking at the bar. This one to this one. The trading range itself. And the volume. The volume. Try again. There you are. It's right there. Does that tell you something, guys? Let's go. 20 seconds. We going up or we going down? Martin says a lot of sellers, buyers, up. Okay. Let's see. Let them vote, and then we will go a little bit on what you said. All right, guys. So Martin said a lot of buyers are here. Yeah, a lot of buyers are here. Look at the volume. Volume increased. Right there. Right, it's the highest of this range, this little trend. Okay, good. Now, if we are taking this bar and this bar in consideration, we are seeing what? This one did not reach any new highs. This one reached higher. So this was a little bit stronger. Now, what about the distance? the distance, this feels a tiny bit longer than this other one. Almost similar, but they're there. Again, we are at this area, very important area, where we pushed up. So, I would say same as you. I would say same as you, Martin, that there are some buyers here. And I will follow with my votes. All right, let's see. Okay. And there we go. Let's see. Oh, we're still going down. Okay. So we're going down and we still have higher volume by a little bit less. And if we're comparing this to this, okay, I see what's going on. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you vote first and then we will talk about it. All right, 20 seconds. Are we going up or are we going down? Simply Tasty says, wow. We are going up, up, down. And down. All right, so about 50-50. Let's see, guys. Let's see. First of all, we are very close to this area. Second, if we are taking this bar as this other one, this and probably this one, we still have some buyers in here, still some sellers. The one thing that I don't like is that we pushed below this area, but we still have the other area even more important here. Okay, we're still good. Now, if I am correct here, and we are comparing this to this, that means that the next bar should be something like this. So another attempt to go up. But because this bar is weaker than this, we should probably see something green. Right, guys? Now, before I go there, I do want to check these two. Why? Because the volume is very similar. Just like a 5% increase, decrease. And the distance is pretty short comparing to this other one. Okay. And then the buyers were a little bit weaker here than here because they pushed more down than actually up. Let's see. Are we wrong? Are we right? We are going up. I'm gonna hold right there. I was looking if I should enter. And let's see. Let's go. Wow. Up. And improved. Exactly what we said from these two and continuation of this and this. And actually improved pretty well. Very important, the area of where it is with the exhaustion. All right, and as Martin said, a lot of buyers hidden into the red bars. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, guys, you ready? Let's go, and after that, let's open the market. Let's see how it is. Remember, guys, buy, sell if you feel that that is required. Oh, damn it! I moved into the next part and I did not give you the votes. I'm sorry. Wrong buttons, too many buttons everywhere. All right, guys, then let's go into this bar. Let's elaborate onto this one because it is what it is and I messed it up. Okay, so we have this beautiful push up and then a test. Look where the test is, look where it's stopping, and look what it's doing on what volume. So Elvina, I basically just saved you for reducing your prediction. And actually, let's see where the predictions are. Wow, so good that you didn't voted. For 64%, 11 predictions. Martin following with 45% predictions, and Michelle right behind with 36% predictions. Everyone voted 11 times. Beautiful. And I am in the middle at 50%. All right, guys, let's I do think that this is a very important bar what we have there. Let me clean this. So vote. Let's no, wrong button. Vote. 20 seconds. We are going up, we going down. Are we buying or selling? You guys are fearful of buying or selling, huh? Entering a trade. All right. Let's talk a little bit. So we had this big push down, weaker, and then longer time, but still pretty weak. It is longer distance as well, but the overall was weaker, and that's why we got these pushes up. Now, because of that, in my opinion, and with this beautiful push up that it pushed almost above, well, not above, but almost reaching this 3 bars highs, I think it's a pretty important to see. Okay, we are coming back because of this area here that I keep messing it with my pen, and then immediately we pushed down. We pushed down where? Right into this previous support. Exactly, but it doesn't commit, it pushes above. So that means that at least 30% here more are buyers. Okay, now the other very important thing is that this is pretty weak comparing to this other one. It's probably a 60% of this other one. So what I did, I bought. I'm 4 contracts long and I'm going up. Now, please don't change the algorithm to mess me up. All right, let's oh, definitely not. I am, let's see, where is my host? I'm minus 200 hours. I should have not said so confident. Okay. Couple of things that I didn't do. So this improved over this and this, but the next bars were still down. So that was something. Now, also the volume, not the volume, but the volatility came in stronger here and here, and that probably was ready to push still down. I said that I did not like that we pushed below this. Yeah, and actually that should be a stronger sign. I looked into this other sign, but I guess not. All right, let's vote. I need to get out of my trades and see where we're going from here. And we have about 10 more minutes. Let's see if we are able to do a good trade in there. All right, guys. Oh, I said I'm getting out. All right, let's see what we have. We have up, up, down, up. Okay. Well, the problem is that we are at an important area, open, plus this resistance. Now, this is a pretty good bar, even better than this other bar, on a little bit increasing volume. Even if we're going up, I don't think we're going too up. Not yet. Let's see where we're going. Nowhere. We are not going anywhere. Let's see. That's where we are right now. The bigger trading range right there. All right, guys. 20 seconds. And let's see where we're going. We have down, up, up. Up, up, up. All right, so we have a lot of people going up from here. Okay. I see it because, first of all, look at the volume, right? This is probably at 25%. Good. Now, they tried, but then immediately up. Also, this comes with something like this because more volatility. I don't like that they were capable of going so much down, so we could still look into some issues, but we are pretty close to this area here. Now, a little bit different picture is that we have this here and now this here with a tiny acceleration, but also a tiny more volume. Volume is too high for such a small bar. Yeah, the only problem is that I've seen it myself many times. Said the same thing as you, but sometimes demand, so you are pushing down, we started the bar right here, we push down, right? Demand comes back up and you're like, okay, it's going up, but then we have to see the follow through. Why? Because many times this demand is just temporary. It could be stop losses, could be take profits or other things, but it's very local. And how do we know that? That after there is no follow through and we keep going down again. And now there is no more demand tail. So just careful with those things, all right, guys, because it got me many times. For now, I will say the same as you. We're going up because we reached a pretty important area right here. We didn't really reach it yet. High volume and the bar is pretty low. Also, this was much weaker than this. So, should we expect something like this? Let's see. Let's see. You guys voted, right? Yes. I'm gonna vote as well. I'm not very confident yet on that bar, so I'm not entering, but the vote is there. Let's see. I definitely should have entered. I definitely should have entered the trade. Excuse me. All right, guys. Let's see. We're into this area. Well, again, this area. Probably now we're keeping this area as well and a tiny bit in the middle like that. All right. Let's vote where we're going and see what we can do from here, because this is... I'm gonna finish the stream with minus $300. Vote. Here we go. Voting. 20 seconds, guys. Are we going up or are we going down? Simply Tasty says down. Elvina down. Martin up. Michelle up. Okay. Okay. So if we are looking for this bar and this bar, yes, we should have a test here. Exactly. Simply Tasty retest, right? At least something maybe like halfway through, maybe 1 bar, maybe 2 bars. As more it is means what? Weaker. Now, if we are very strong, and this is a pretty darn strong bar, we could have just like a little tail, same as this, and just immediately go up. So it's 50-50 again as the next bar prediction. In theory, we should have something like this, but because this is such a strong bar, I will try to go up. Up. Let's see. Interesting. Interesting, because that's an important bar, right? So we had the test and we had the exhaustion. That's interesting, right? Okay, I will give you the 20 seconds. Let's vote. We're going up or down from here. And let's see if we are able to end the night well. I'm at 55% prediction rate. Let's see also where you guys are after these 20 seconds. You guys are beating me today. Let's see. So for the next one we have down and a bunch of ups. Almost everyone goes up. Let's see, what is my prediction? There you are. Elvina with 53. Oh, Elvina, you messed it up at the end. You had like 70 something percent. All right, but you are predicting every single bar, so beautiful, beautiful. Martin 47. Whoa, Martin is going towards the first place. Let's see, are you gonna be able to take Elvina today? And Michelle is also doing pretty good at 40%. Nice job, guys. All right, let's see who is gonna end the night as the primary. Let me get this off. All right, good. And let's talk about this bar. You guys voted. So the way that I see, we got some improvement here because of the volume. Now, this volume says what? A bunch of sellers came in. And if we are looking at this other one, it's normal that some sellers came in. But if we're comparing the two of them, they were not really capable of doing anything here. Now, if we're looking at a little bit bigger picture to see something like that even further, this is an important area. So because it's such an important area, we could still have another test down before a decision between one or another. What am I going to do? This is the strongest bar in a while, and I think this was more volume at this location with not capable of reaching the lows. I will buy one contract, trying to get out of my issue, but just one contract, just a tiny test. And I'm going where? Okay, am I going up? Do I have? I'm 55%. If I lose this one, I'm going back to 50%. I'm predicting up, but again, this is a 50-50. We could still have a test just because of where we are in right now. All right, let's go. Ooh, interesting. It saved me by a little bit. We had another test. Okay, we even said this and this, and then another test, and then immediately pushed up a little bit. Keep in mind that we did not reach the previous high. And I will give you the 20 seconds and talk to me. Where are we going? Are we going up or are we going down? 20 seconds live. Tommy, tell us, where are we going? We're going up or are we going down? And by the way, TikTok, if you guys want to see the whole chart, just turn around the phone. Let's see. We're going up, down, up, down. Wow, 50-50. Yeah, it's a tough one because it's better, but we are holding there. I don't like the follow through after this volume, right? That's what we are secretly afraid of. This should be a continuation much stronger, something like this, but we are not. Let's see what else am I seeing or I'm not seeing. Because of these two bars comparing to these other two bars, I will still stay in the trade and I will still say that we're going up, but I could mess it up pretty bad and have an explosive bar down, and then for sure I'm ending the night in red. Let's see. Do you guys see me? I see that my chart froze, and I'm curious if you guys are still seeing me or I'm completely off. Yes. Okay. Then let's move on. And I said that we are about to end the night. Let's do a couple more bars. Michelle, I see you. And I am all in. I'm going on red or I'm going with the Lambo tonight. We're going up and here we go. My chest is pounding because we are so holding that area and I don't like it. All right, that bar also says a lot to us, does it? Volume, volume, holding. Where is holding? All right, guys, let's see. Let's do 3 more bars to give me some, and then we're out of here. Sellers are not really strong. That's what I'm trying to say, but at the same time, demand is not so strong, right? Let me give you the 20 seconds and then we will communicate a little bit deeper. 20 seconds, guys. We going up or we going down? And your last chance to buy or sell. Okay, let's see. We have down, up, up, down. 50-50. Okay, let's see. Oh, 1 second. Here. Okay. And who said? Elvina said sellers are not strong. Yeah, if we are testing those sellers because demand was not here, and that's probably what happened, demand came in afraid of this market and stopped in this important area. But then as the test, this last bar says nobody's here. So I'm still all in long. I'm gonna put my vote long and let's see where we're going. Ooh. No demand in there. No demand yet in there. All right, we said 1 more bar or 2 more bars. No supply volume. Yeah, that's the secret. No supply volume, but no demand at the same time. And if demand is not showing up, sellers are coming in, right? And we have the background of the sellers. Now, is this just a trading range for redistribution? Or is this actually the first accumulation to push back up? All right, let's give you 20 seconds and let's decide. 20 seconds. Where are we going? Up or down? German, welcome. Tell us, where are we going? We going up or down from here? So, Martin says stressful. Elvina goes up, Martin up, Michelle up. Oh, Martin down, Michelle up, and Simply Tasty down. You guys are going against my longs, huh? And I completely see you. I completely see you. Because we tried right here to get more demand and there is nobody there. So right now we're exhausted completely. Now at the same time we also have the highs, the lows, it's a little bit higher. So basically we have those triangle type of deals here. Okay. What am I gonna do? This is a better demand than anything that we've seen with the follow through. So we have demand, then rejection, demand, rejection, exhaustion of demand, and then deep rejection into these areas that we said this is the support. Now this is the first time that we have this push, and this was pretty low as exhaustion, right? So I'm thinking that demand was here more than here. I'm still gonna stay in the trade. I do think that who said no supply volume, I do think that you are right. I just hope that it's no demand volume. All right, bar up. Here we go. Finally. All right, guys. Let's do the last bar, as we said, and then I'm gonna go a little bit longer to see where the market is gonna go from here. All right, and end the night. Last 20 seconds of the night. We going up or we going down? All right, so we have down, down, up, up, up. Wow. 50-50. More people going up, actually. Let's see. That is a beautiful bar. It's not great bar because we are still in this trading range. But it's the best bar at this level, first of all. Excuse me. And second, now we are showing some demand after no supply. Who said again no supply? Elvina. Really good read. Beautiful. If you are able to see those no supply bars, you are able to trade. All right. Okay. Yep, I'm going up. Last bar of the night. Here we go. Up. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, guys, let's see where we're standing. So Elvina 55, Martin 50, and Simply Tasty right there 50. Simply Tasty just a few less predictions than Martin. If not, you guys will be at the same level. Amazing night. Elvina at 55% was beautiful. You guys actually were able to view better than our king of the month. The only problem is that you guys didn't enter any trades and you were not able to kick Feral down from there. Feral is still staying number one until someone will be able to kick him out. Very important, guys. Almost everyone did 20 predictions. That's a lot. You guys did 20 predictions. I am really proud of you. It's amazing to see that you are keeping a 50% at so many predictions. So please take it with pride because you guys are doing an amazing and beautiful job. All right. We know that we are not going to have a new king. So I will see you guys Friday. My predictions was at 56%, barely keeping up with you guys. All right, guys, have an amazing rest of your week and see you on Friday.